In this session, we will start new MobileFirst server and we'll create a new Cordova application. Then we will start connecting to the MobileFirst server. So we will create a new application that will ping MobileFirst server. So first thing first, we'll start the MobileFirst server. So here in the desktop, you can see that I have MobileFirst server, and I will open here my terminal. And you can see that my terminal has been opened to this. If you can see the directory, so I am into MobileFirst dev kit directory. So this is my MobileFirst standalone MobileFirst server. So now here you can see that you have lots of files. As you can see that you have cmd console.cmd, or here run.sh for Mac OS and run.cmd for Windows to start the server. So if you are on Mac, you can just write run.sh, and if you're on Windows, you can start server with run.cmd. Okay. So what I'll do is I will start run.sh. So /run.sh. I'll just press enter and the MobileFirst server will be starting. The next thing, I will open another terminal here. So I'll just open new terminal again. So I'll minimize this MobileFirst server console or terminal, I can say. So here, first, before getting Cordova application, I will check my node version. So because I'm using NVM node package manager, so I have multiple node version. As you can see here, NVM ls. So I have multiple node version. So I will start working with node 12.22.0, and currently I have node 16.4.2, the default one. So I'll move back to node version 12.22.0. I'll just use NVM use 12.22.0. So now if I will check here node -v, then you can see that I have node version 12.22.0. So we are good to go. If you can check here npm version, so that I have npm version 6.14.11. So next thing is we can check also which Cordova version we have installed. So I have installed Cordova -v. So I have installed Cordova 10.0.0. But if you do not have installed Cordova, you can just go ahead and you can install using npm install -g Cordova. So if you are facing any issue in Mac or Ubuntu, then you can just write sudo in front of npm and you can install it. But if you're on Windows, you do not need to write sudo. You can just write npm install -g Cordova. So since I have already installed Cordova, so I don't need to do that. So next thing, what we need is we need MobileFirst CLI. So to install MobileFirst CLI, you can use npm. I'll just clear the screen. So for MobileFirst CLI, basically you can install npm install -g mfp dev-cli. So using this command, you can install MobileFirst CLI in your system. Since I have already installed, so I'm not going to run it. I can just check that which version of MobileFirst CLI I have installed. So I'll just go with and I'll just run mfp dev -v. As you can see that I have installed MobileFirst 8. Okay, all the versions you can see here. So we are good to go. And already you can see that I have, so here you can see that already I have, I'm running the MobileFirst CLI. So we will open the MobileFirst console here, operational console. So you can see here localhost MobileFirst localhost :9080/mfp console. So this location you can open. So here you can see that MobileFirst operational console has been opened. So the default password is admin and admin. I'll just press enter. Okay, so MobileFirst server operational console is running here, up and running. We will come back to the MobileFirst here. We can come back to terminal. Now we will create a new Apache Cordova application. So I'll just move to desktop. On the desktop, we will create a new Cordova application. Cordova create ping server. Okay, Cordova create ping server, and we'll give a package ID. So I'll just give com dot, or I'll just give dev dot still learning. I will just make it bigger, and then I'll just give dot mfp example 1. Okay, and I'll just give the project name or application name as well, mfp ping. Okay, I'll just press enter. So this is a full command of Cordova. If you want to give, you can give the package ID and the application name here itself. So every time you do not need to change package ID in the config.xml. Okay, so here if I will click enter, then you can notice that we have created a new application here, ping server, and I'll just move to that application, cd.ping server, enter, and I'll open this application in Visual Studio Code. So code space dot. So here you can notice that we have application already we have opened the application in Visual Studio Code. So you can notice that we have one package.json where all the information of your project will be stored here. And the name of the project, name of the package, display, what name will be display when you will install the application, the version, the description, and the main file, script, everything is there, right? And the default plugin, whatever is installed here. Next thing, we have config.xml. So config.xml is a very crucial file here, where you can see the ID is your package ID. This package ID is really important because when you will create Android application and the application you will deploy on Google Play Store, then this ID will become your bundle ID in Android application, and that bundle ID will be the unique worldwide, okay, in Google Play Store. So you have to keep this very carefully, where you can give your company domain and another name you can give your project specific. So that is very crucial, and you have to keep that in certain way. And again, the version of your application, the name. Okay, so next file we have gitignore. Gitignore file you already aware of. This is used for GitHub. Whenever you will store your project on GitHub repository, then whatever file you will include in gitignore, this file will be getting ignored and will not upload to the Google in GitHub. So you can just maintain all this file name here. Next thing is www folder, where your web application will be. You will write, and you will always use, most of the time you will use www folder to maintain your code, right? So right now you can notice that we do not have any platform installed. So what we can do is we'll add a new platform here. I'll open new integrated terminal, and first thing what I'll do is I'll just add a new platform. So how to add a new platform? Cordova platform. Okay, so before going that, I'll just check my node version because I am opening a new terminal here. So as you can notice that I have opened node 16. So I'll just move back to node 12. So I'll just use nvm use 12.22.0, right? So now if I will check node version, then I am into 12.22.0, right? I'll just clear the screen. Then I will add new platform. So Cordova platform, add iOS. I'll use iOS right now. As you can see that some new node module file has been added, and one platform folder has been added, and here in platform folder iOS has been added. Okay, so what you can do is you can go to the folder wherever project is stored. In that you have to double click on this file, mfpping.exe workspace, right? So your application will open in Xcode. Okay, or else what you can do is you can open here as well. I'll just clear the screen and then I'll just write open, and open what? Open, go to platform, open platform / is / ping. So which file we need to write? We need to this one, right? Ping, mfp ping, right? mfp ping.xcw here, right? xcw workspace. This file we need to open. So just this, you have to write this command and press enter. So here you can notice that Xcode is opening. So let's open the Xcode. So here Xcode is opening, and you can notice that this application is ready now. We can select a simulator. So here you can click and you can see that all the simulator has been added. So I'll just go with iPhone 13 Pro. I'll select that, and application is getting indexing according to iPhone 13 Pro. Once it will done, then we will run the application. Okay, so now we'll click here the play button and application will open in one simulator. Okay, so you can see here the Apache Cordova application is up and running in simulator. So let's add some code according to MobileFirst, and we'll ping the server. Okay, we'll connect the server from our mobile application. So what modification we can do is we'll open the Visual Studio Code here, and we'll open the www parent folder in Apache Cordova, and we'll go to the index.html. I will just minimize this. And here what I'll do is I'll just remove few line of comments that is, we don't need that actually right now. So here I'll also remove this code. As you can see, this is the minimum code that we have, and apart from that, okay, so I will remove this div as well. So this div, okay. So what we can modify here is we'll remove this entire thing here. Okay, fine. So here we'll add one div. And in div I'll just give an ID equal to man, and we'll add one more div. Inside div I'll just give here ID equal to man, title, and I'll just copy and I'll paste 3 times. And I'll just give name of this one is man status, and I'll just give name of this one as man info. Then what we can do is we will create a new button here. So I'll just add new div, and inside div I'll just create one button, and button name I'll just give ping MobileFirst server. Ping MobileFirst server. The ID of this button will be ping button. ID ping button, and the ID of this div I'll just give here button content. So we are good to go here, and initially the style, if I will add here in this button, I'll just give style display none. Okay, style display none. Fine. So this will be our HTML code, and we'll move back, and we'll go to the JavaScript file here. So in the JavaScript file, we will remove everything basically. Okay, just remove everything. So what we can do is there are multiple way of doing writing code along with MobileFirst. So first thing what I'll do is I'll just write here function WL common unit, WL common unit. So this is the first method that will call in MobileFirst server. If you have to initialize everything, you have to write inside this. I'll just initialize application here. I'll just write app dot init. So it's app dot strongly app dot init. Okay. So now we'll create application object, app object here at the down, so that app can run. So I'll just write here let app equal to here. So what we can do is we'll initialize the application. So we have init function, and function init, and so we have button element, right? So we will create a button element here var let button element equal to document dot get element by ID, and the ID of button is ping button. Fine. So next thing what we can do is we will add once application will be initialized, then we'll display that button. So in HTML we have given here display none. So once application will initialize, then we'll display it. So what I'll do is button element dot style dot, I'll just use display in block. Okay. So next thing what we can do is I'll just add button dot element dot. We'll add one in event listener in this button. So button element dot add event listener, and here we'll give click event listener, and then on click it will call app dot test server connection. Test server connection. Okay, that's it. Now what we can do is we will create your test. We will add a functionality in this app test server connection. So what we can do is here we'll write here here the down will write test so test server connection function test server connection. And so we have 3 header, and so we'll take all the 3 headers first. Let title text equal to document dot get element by id, and take your main title, right? We have id as main title, and we'll just copy this and I'll just use here main title. I'll just use status text, and ID of this one main status. And one more I will add here, where this will be the info text, and ID is main info. Okay, and then what we can do is we'll append inner HTML to this 3 field. Okay, so first field is title text. I'll just use title text equal to title text dot inner HTML. So we'll use inner HTML to append text. So I'll just use here hello MobileFirst, and in status text we'll use here connecting to the server. And status text dot inner equal to to server. Okay, and the third is info. So we'll use info text dot inner HTML equal to, I'll just give blank initially. Okay, and then we'll get the URL where it's going to hit. Okay, so that URL will read from the server using MobileFirst API, and then we'll append here. So initially I'll keep it blank. So next what we can do is we'll take that, and the API is WL dot app dot get server URL. Okay, WL dot get server URL, and we'll take here function URL, and we'll in info text again we'll append here inner HTML equal to whatever URL we'll get here, we'll append here. Okay, so that is all fine. Next thing what we can do is Now we will connect to the MobileFirst server. So before connecting MobileFirst server, we have to take the access token from the server. So for that, we will use here another MobileFirst API. First API you have seen here. First API as you have seen here, wl.app.get server URL. So it will get the server URL from the connection. Okay, so next thing is we will get the access token. Once we will get the access token, it means we are able to connect the MobileFirst server. Then we will get so we'll change our two text here, the title text and status text. Okay, and if not, then we'll show the error. So what we can do is how to get access token using authorization manager. So for that, we'll use here wl authorization manager a authorization manager wl authorization manager dot obtain access token. Okay, once we will get here, then dot then. So in dot then we can check here if we will get access token function. If we get here, if we'll get the access token, then we'll write here our code. If not, then we'll give the error. So we'll come back again here. If not, then give function error, and then here we can just give these two text. Will display here as well, and these two text will display here as well. Okay, so I'll just change here MobileFirst yeah, and we'll connect it to the MobileFirst server. Connected to the MobileFirst server. Okay, and here if it will failure, then we can just change it here to bummer. You can just give bummer fail to connect to MobileFirst server. Okay, so I think we are good to go now. So what we can do is we will run this code. Fine. So now after connecting this, so what we can do is we have modified the MobileFirst application, but till now we have not added MobileFirst SDK in our application. So first thing, we need to add MobileFirst SDK in our application. To do that, I'll just clear the terminal. Then we need to add MobileFirst SDK here. So how I'll do MobileFirst SDK, we can add as a Cordova plugin. So for that, we'll use Cordova plugin, add Cordova test plugin dash MFP. So using this, we'll add Cordova plugin or Cordova SDK in our application. Plugin has been added, or MobileFirst SDK has been added. So now what we can do is we can just use Cordova prepare. So Cordova prepare will distribute all the changes to the given platform or in iOS. So now what we can do is we can just open this again in Xcode. So here in Xcode it's already added. So what we can do is here I have the existing iPhone 13 Pro simulator. I'll just stop this application and I will rerun this application. Okay, so before running this application, we'll come back to our source code here. So this is our source code. If you go back to the config.xml, inside config.xml, you will notice here at the down, we have here server information, right? If you can see that we have server information where the application will going to register. So we need to register this application. So where we have to register in the given IP. Okay, so here I'll just clear the screen. So before where we are registering our application, so we need to check the server. So I'll just check here mfp dev server info. So you will see here mfp dev server info. So I have three server added, and all three servers are basically pointing to the same place. Okay, so here this is my actual IP address of my system, and the server name I have added here local 2. So I'll just tell you later on how to add a server. Right now you can deploy also on local. Okay, so if you want to add new server, what you can do is you can just write here mfp dev server add, and they will ask you to give the server. I'll just give your local 3. Okay, and enter, give the server URL. Just give this URL as a server URL, whatever your IP is here, colon 9080, press enter, and then give the login ID and admin. I'll just press enter, then write here admin as a password, enter, save administrator password, give yes, no, that doesn't matter, and press enter, and enter context mfp admin, press yes. Okay, so the timeout 30 seconds is okay. Make it default, you can write yes, no, anything, and you are good to go. You can add a new server. So I'll not add because already I have added. I'll cancel this. Okay, so I will register our application on local 2. So I'll just clear the screen again. I will register our application. So here before registering, you can see that our MobileFirst server is totally blank. We do not have any application as of now. So what we will do is we will come back to our terminal. I'll register our application mfp dev app register. Okay, register where? In local 2, because local 2 is my server where I want to use. And you will also notice that this server URL will also be modified according to our local 2 server, whatever I have added here. So you can notice here server also have changed according to this. And once you come back to MobileFirst server, just refresh it. MobileFirst server console, you can notice that ping mfp ping application came here, right? So next thing what we'll do is application here we have to do Cordova prepare. So all the modification will again distribute to all the platforms. So right now it's only iOS, so the changes will deploy to the platform as well. So now I will just open this here Xcode. In Xcode also code has been already modified, and here is iPhone 13 Pro simulator. So what we can do is I'll just run this application here. I will rerun the application, and let's see what. Okay, so as you can see that application is up and running now. And so hello MobileFirst, here you have a button, ping MobileFirst server, and I will just click on this button and you can see that it's yes, yeah, connected to MobileFirst server, and it's connected to this. So this was the first application that you can see that application is connecting to the MobileFirst server. Okay. So in the next session, we'll create another application on resource request. How you can do a resource request. Basically, resource request is nothing but you are calling to the MobileFirst adapter for a particular resource. Okay, and from the adapter, again, you are invoking to the database or server, another server or anywhere else, right? So if basically you write invoke HTTP, you have to do. So we'll check that how you can call for resource request. So this is the application that right now we have created for being MobileFirst server. Okay.